Sonee Sports Report, still in the One Punch Boxing Gym with Clarence "The Truth" Booth. We're talking about Clarence's incredible conditioning. Part of that, of course, we give it up to his coaches, Nick Sityar and Cruz, but there's something to be said for your own integrity as a fighter. Talk about how important it is for you to have your body in the proper condition to go into the ring.
Oh, because, you know, it's nothing better than being prepared, you know, physically prepared for a fight, you know, let alone mentally. But, you know, I didn't have a lot of amateur fights, so I really got to use my conditioning as a, you know, you know what I mean, as a pro, as an edge when in this pro game. But it's very important for me to stay in shape, you know, because you never know when the fight's going to come. I want to be prepared for anything. If I get a week notice or 2 week notice, I want to be ready. I don't want to tell them to hold on.
Says a lot. And one prime example is if you go back over a year to that Tarver Coyote fight. Tarver came out looking unfit, and Coyote came out with six-pack. Have you ever seen that look in your opponent's eye where you knew that he knew that you had him just on the strength of your physical nature?
Oh, yeah, numerous of times. I mean, because I always stayed in the top of my condition. I never step in the ring when, you know, if I'm not ready, you know. And most of the time I am ready. So, yeah, I sit a lot on their face.
Okay, so some of those fighters want to know out there, give them a little peek about those abs. Don't be shy. Give them a little peek about those abs, man. You can't see them on the belt, you guys. Look, you can't see it past this belt, but this is what you want to attain to or strive towards as conditioning for a fighter. We're not just showing off his abs here. We're talking serious here. If you want to be a player in the game, play the game right. Get your game right. Get your mental game right. Get your physical game right. I was just sitting here talking to these guys about how they present themselves on camera. So from the rooter to the tutor, you need to be a fighter. You just can't be a half-cop fighter and go, well, I got skills. I'm a puncher. Well, you know what? If you're a puncher but you don't get your body in shape, you could get punched out.
Reality? Yes, reality, very reality. I mean, you know, it's like this. I mean, if I step in the ring, I don't want to be second-guessing about my conditioning. You know, I know that with my trainer, Nick Sityar, my strength trainer, Marco Fazzini, and we strive for the best. You know what I mean? I get up at 5:30 in the morning, do my running every morning, and we train like three or four times a day. So, you know, that's very important when you're going into the ring, because that falls into the mental aspect of it. Because mentally, I know I'm ready. Right. Mentally, I'm not running out of gas. Mentally, I'm prepared for anything this opponent got for me, you know, regardless of what. I mean, you know, it's the question of is he prepared for me?
And you don't know what your opponent has, correct? You don't know what he's doing in the gym. You can't take that for granted.
Exactly.
So let's talk about your opponent for October 5th. Xavier X Factor Burgos.
Yeah, he's a pretty good fighter from South Miami, and I mean, I expect him to come in his best condition. And, you know, like I said, I can't look past him. You know, I got to make sure, you know, I focus on this date, October 5th, even though I got fights after October 5th. But this is the next fight, this next opponent. So I got to focus on this fight, you know. Okay. And, I mean, like, as far as I heard, he's a good fighter. And I'm prepared to
see what he's got on the 5th. Yeah. Okay, so now let's talk a little bit about One Punch Boxing Promotions and how important it is to have a great promoter and a great coach in your corner. And in this situation, it's kind of a slash deal. Remember Cordell Stewart was slash? I'm taking it back, you guys, to football, to NFL. They're kind of slash here, right? They're kind of promoters slash coaches. And how important is it to have a great one in your corner?
It's great because it worked both ways. I mean, it's not just hey. Sometimes promoters don't know the potential of a fighter. They just sign a fighter. They don't know what they're going through in their training. They don't know what they're going through in their life. You know what I mean? So it's easier for them to just call them up and set them up for a fight. And you know, but see, these guys, they train with you. They live with you. They know what what you're doing every day, and setting up the right fights is a big part of that. You know, and I mean, it's good. I'm grateful to have it. I'm grateful to have that edge.
And it's also a family atmosphere here, is it not? I mean, a lot of gyms you go into, it's very clinical. and it's about how many heads you can get in training with certain trainer. Here, when I walked in, I felt like I was actually, walking into someone's home. Everybody was sitting around, they're talking. You know, it's a family atmosphere. Amos Cowart's in the house. We're going to talk to him in a minute. Is he like a brother to you?
Oh yeah, I mean we grew up through the amateurs, and now being teammates as in our pro careers, we just bringing the best out of each other, and it's a great thing, it's like my brother, and he look out for me, I look out for him. He get me ready for fights, I get him ready for fights. I mean, it's good. It's good to have good people like that on your team, to strive for the best,
There's going to be a lot of people watching that fight on October 5th. Of course, Cotto and Rodriguez are on the main card, but people watch the undercards, man. They're looking for hungry, up-and-coming fighters. You're on that card. Every fighter who's working out in the gym right now wants to be on that big stage in Vegas, that big stage in Atlantic City, that big stage at Barclays Center. What should make a promoter or a network want to put you on their main stage?
First of all, I mean, I'm hungry. I'm really hungry. When I go back home, I look at my kids' eyes, and my family. They really believe in me. And I believe in myself too. So, I mean, ain't nothing in my life been easy. Nothing in my life been easy. So I know how to work hard. I know how to go get it.
So
when it's not
now
coming to me.
We've got another member of the crew who's joined us up in here. I've got my man Amos Cowart, and it's too smooth, is it not?
Oh yes, yes, ma'am.
So what you don't get shy on me, Amos. Believe me, he's not shy, people. So Amos just came off of sparring with Claudio Marrero, and we know that Marrero was not victorious in that fight, but that kind of says something a little bit about you. Did you wear him out, Amos? What happened?
Well, I'm not gonna down talk him because he's a great fighter. I mean, when they call him the Matrix, he really is the Matrix. The kid's fast. He's got great defense, and in sparring, I did wear him down a little bit. Hit him with good body punches, slowed him down a little bit, but
that's your job.
Oh, of course, I had to give him the best work he could possibly get, and I gave him that, and I was very, very confident. I actually thought he was going to go in there and get the job done. He fatigued a little bit, and it was a little expected. I see that, but he did a great job. I still give him his props.
So what do you think happened there? What did you see? Because I know you watched that fight intently. Where did you think the misstep came?
Maybe nerves. I say maybe got a little nervous because, he was fighting for a belt. So, yeah, that's the next step. He's used to fighting people. He takes advantage of the fight. I actually thought he was going to get it done. This kid that he was fighting wasn't a cookie either. He was really tough.
So once again, it's Sonee's Sports Report. You're going to see this man, Clarence the Truth Booth, on October 5th at the Amway Center on that Cotto Rodriguez card. And then if you blink and you miss that, you've still got November 16th to catch up with both of these fighters. Amos Too Smooth Cowart and Clarence the Truth Booth. They're going to be at the Bayfront St. Pete Hilton for Bombs Away at the Bay again. It's a co-promotion between Mad Integrity Fight Sports and One Punch Boxing Promotions. So stick with us because we do it right at
Sonee Sports.
One Punch.